Hey, this is Warren from Honed by Jones. I'm here in my garage workshop in Carson City, Nevada. It's a Thursday morning, and I'm getting ready to go to the Incline Village Farmers Market up in Tahoe, where I'll be sharpening this afternoon. And because of the fact that I'm going up to Incline Village to sharpen this afternoon, most of my equipment's not in my workshop right now. So most of my equipment is in the vehicle. Usually I have a Tormek T8 sitting right there. Right here in this area, there's usually a Kalamazoo 1x42 belt sander. Right here, there's usually a Tormek T2 Pro kitchen knife sharpener. Right over here, there's usually, you can't obviously can't see any of these things, but right over here, there's usually a Buck Tool 1x30. Over here in this corner, just past where that whetstone is, there's usually two Edge Pro systems, the Beveltech and the Apex. Great manual systems that I use all the time in my sharpening business. So normally my workshop is filled up with a variety of machines. And one of the things that you'll hear if you are a sharpener, you will definitely hear this. Whatever system you are using as a sharpener, you will hear that you are using the wrong system and the wrong setup. So if you're using whetstones, oh, you can't use whetstones. Those are way too slow. You have to use something else. If you're using the Edge Pro systems, oh, you should be using some other manual system. If you're using the Tormek, well, that's too slow. You can't use the belt sander. Well, if you're using, I'm sorry, you're using the Tormek, that's too slow. You should be using the belt sander. If you're using the belt sander, you can't be using the belt sander because that thing just destroys all knives. So you can't use that. I like them all. I like them all. They all have, in my shop, they all have their place. They all have their uses. The reason is because often for me as a sharpener, it's not even my choice. The knife or the blade that I am sharpening, the shape of it, the style of it, the condition that it's in. Oftentimes, those things are the things that dictate what I choose. Not some preference over whether I think it's cooler to use a Tormek or a whetstone or a belt sander or whatever. I let the blade choose which machine I use to sharpen it, or even in some cases, pretty rare, a whetstone. Here's the thing. If we were getting our house remodeled, and a person showed up who we had hired, and they said, yeah, so as part of the remodel, you want us to paint the walls in the living room? And we said, yes. And they said, great, I only use hammers when I paint. We would fire that person immediately because in most businesses, people have a multitude of tools and they use all those tools. So that's what I do in my sharpening business. Here's the thing. If you come into my comments and tell me I'm using the wrong tool, I'm probably just going to delete it because it doesn't make sense because I use all the tools. This is Warren from Honed by Jones. I'll catch you on the flip side.